Hello, everybody. My name's Kirk, and we're here with another Medi moment from sdgmeditation.com. And welcome. I'm so glad you could be here. Today, we're going to talk about breathing. And I know Deanna's been talking about breathing for a while now, but today we're going to talk about nice, full, round breaths. And right now we're in some difficult times here on the West Coast. Air quality is very poor. The fires have just been devastating. People have been losing so much, and it's just been difficult. And when we get into these times where especially around fire brings up a lot of feelings for us, and most of them are fearful and anxious. And one of the things about a nice, deep, round breath is that's one way the body calms us down. It's one way that the body fights the fear that naturally comes up around certain things for us. So today, we're going to be talking about that nice round breath. But before we do that, I want you to know that when we're feeling scared or fearful or anxious, we tend to breathe very fast and shallow. And that does so many things to us. Um, I think one of the bigger things that it does is that it feels like we're getting enough oxygen. It feels like we're breathing okay, but inside of us, in our bloodstream, in our brain, in our body, we may be starving ourselves for oxygen. And so I want you to consider that, especially in this time. I mean, if you're on the West Coast, you're being affected by what's happening. So right now, I want you just to relax for a few minutes. Find yourself a nice, comfortable place to sit or even lie down. It really is fine either way. And and just begin to allow your body to relax. I like to think that if we're really good at relaxing, we can relax ourselves past the fear and anxiety that we're feeling. That we can drift right past that to where we feel calm and comfortable, and we can see things without that lens of fear, because fear transforms everything into something worse than it actually is. So let's just relax. And begin to feel that relaxation, especially let's start at the shoulders, because a lot of things happen in our shoulders, and just allow them to drop down a little bit. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but you can see it in children real well. Whenever things aren't going right, those shoulders come right up around the ears. It's a real big indicator for us. So just let those shoulders fall and relax. And now follow that relaxation into your arms, through your elbows, your forearms. And a great indicator of how we're feeling when we feel relaxed is the palms of our hands. Allow that warm, tingly feeling to fill the palms of your hands, that nice sense of relaxation. Very good. And now, just allow yourself to release your jaw. We also put a lot of pressure on our jaw. So just let that, move it around a little bit. Stretch it out. Relax those muscles so they're not so tense. Very good. Very, very good. And now, allow that relaxation to drift right straight down into your neck, all the way through your back, your chest, your abdominal area, just notice if you're still holding tension anywhere, because when we relax ourselves and we can still find that tension, what that really means is that's where we're used to holding tension. And that's where we need to bring our focus the most, is where tension stores in our body. Now, granted, for most people it's jaws and shoulders, but a lot of people do it differently. Sometimes it's in the heart center. Sometimes it's in your legs. Sometimes it's in your feet. But wherever it is, begin right now to push it out. Allow yourself to truly relax, letting go of anything that creates tension in you right now. Very good. You guys are doing great. And now we're going to talk about that nice, full, round breath. That breath that, as you take it in, fills your upper lungs all the way down to the very tips of your lungs, which looks like your belly is expanding. So just take one in. And let it out. And another nice little idea is that if we exhale just a little bit longer than if we inhale, what happens is we engage what's known as the parasympathetic nervous system. And the parasympathetic nervous system is all about calm, all about relaxation. That's why we have sympathetic and parasympathetic. One wakes us up, one calms us down. So we want to engage the parasympathetic today. So breathing out just a little bit longer than you're breathing in will engage that. And another little known idea here is with the parasympathetic is touching your lips. Just rubbing your lips will also engage the parasympathetic and calm you down. Very nice. Very, very good. And on the exhale, you can either exhale through your nose or through your mouth, whichever you feel better about. However, I will say that exhaling through the mouth is more of a cleansing breath, more of a letting go of the toxins that unfortunately we have been breathing in, just for the simple fact of what's happening on the West Coast right now. So, now that we've got that out of the way, why don't you just settle in? Close your eyes if you can. And if you have a hard time closing your eyes, well, maybe just practice closing your eyes for a few seconds at a time. Just to see if you can. Very, very good. And now take that first deep, round breath. All the way down to the bottom of your lungs, and then exhale. And now just begin to notice what's happening in your body. Begin to notice if you're relaxing, if your body is giving way to a more relaxed state instead of hanging on to whatever anxiety is coming up for you these days. Because, this really has been dubbed the age of anxiety for a reason. There's plenty to be anxious about. And that's why we have to depend on ourselves to calm ourselves down. And we have an innate ability to calm ourselves down. It is part of who we are. We can change anything in us to something more positive if We only try. So very, very good. And now back to the nice full round breaths. And with each breath, I want you to notice what's changing in you. Maybe you feel your body relaxing. Maybe you feel the tension drifting away. Maybe you examine some of your own thoughts. Whatever it is, just notice that this deep, round breath is allowing you to relax, to see yourself as relaxed, and to no longer feel the fear or anxiety of what's happening in all of our lives right now. So just continue to breathe and to continue to assess your progress. With each deep, round breath, feel yourself letting go of the things that bother you until you feel calm, comfortable, and relaxed. Very, very good. And if you begin to notice some things changing, maybe just track what's changing so that you actually know the things that bother you during the course of a day and that you can be aware of them so they don't sneak up on you. So now, just come back to your seat, come back to the room, come back to this moment. And when you're ready, just open your eyes and feel the benefits of a beautiful, full, round breath. And thank you for spending this time with us here at sdgmeditation.com. And know that you can find us just about anywhere on the web just through typing in sdgmeditation.com, because we want you to feel